Hello and welcome to what I hope is the first of many video tutorials for Biblepay. I'm 616 West Warmouth. You may know me from bitcointalk.org or from the Biblepay forum, but I'm here to help you with a video guide to Biblepay. Biblepay is a charitable cryptocurrency, and if you'd like to learn more about it, go to biblepay.org and you can read up about it. If you'd like to know more about the topic of today's discussion, which are Masternodes, I would advise that you get an overview from Amanda B. Johnson and her video tutorials she did for Dash, the DASH coin. She has a great job of explaining cryptocurrencies and Masternodes and a lot of things about Dash specifically. And since our coin is partially derived from Dash, it will give you some good heads up on things. What I'm going to talk about today is Masternodes and voting. Masternodes came into effect a few days ago, and you may be a little curious on how to exercise your voting rights. And so far, there's a lot of people that have not voted, including, in some instances, myself. I've left a few votes outstanding to do this video. To vote, we'll start with the command line way. We'll go to, in Windows, your Biblepay Core Wallet, go to Tools, go to the Debug Console, and type G, Object, and List. That will give you a listing of all of the people that have had votes for proposals, explain what the proposals are, and give you kind of a very computer science view of the proposals. I should probably real quick rewind and talk a little bit about how the proposals are made. We'll cover that in another video in specifics, but the Biblepay coin takes 20% of its block reward and uses that for various expenses. 10% are for its primary function as a charitable cryptocurrency, and so far we are sponsoring almost 200 orphans through compassion.com. 5% of the block reward goes to IT, or information technology expenses. 2.5% goes to public relations expenses, and 2.5% goes to what we call pay to preach, which doesn't exactly adequately describe what it is for, but it's for things like writing letters to orphans and things like that. In the future, we'll probably be doing some really interesting things with that part of the budget. Well, if you look at these proposals, you can see the name of the proposal is called First Prod Proposal. The payment address where the proposal money is going to go to is right there. The payment amount is right here, $250 Biblepay. The start epoch, where kind of tells us which round of funding this is in, which is the current round. And then this is the actual topic that will tell you what this proposal is all about. So we'll open up a new browser window. We'll copy and paste that topic, and we see on forum.biblepay.org, this is the first production test proposal. It's a test proposal asking for $250 Biblepay for fixing an SQL query deadlock in the pool, and it was started by the administrator. Now, if you've not already been to forum.biblepay.org, it won't show your user ID, but it will still allow you to see this. So that kind of tells us what we're looking at. So to vote for this, and I'm just going to close this out, to vote, you type go object, or G object, space, vote, and there are three options here. You can vote dash alias, in which case you will name a specific masternode. You can vote .conf for configuration, which will take the vote from your configuration file. I believe that's only for a single node person. And then you can vote -many, so if you have more than one masternode, it'll place all the votes. So I'm going to start with vote.alias, and then I'm going to look at this hash. I'm going to copy and paste that into my command line. I'm going to put a space, and this is a funding proposal, so I put in funding. I put in my vote, yes. Then I put in the name of my masternode alias, and that's not your to address. It's not your it's just the alias that you set up for it. In my case, it's capital M, capital N, 1. Hit enter, and you will receive a message, voted successfully 1 time and failed 0 times. The details are masternode 1 resulted in a success. We're going to do this again, because you can change your vote at any time. So I'm going to go to go object, or goject, however you want to say it, vote-many, or same proposal, It's a funding proposal. I'm going to vote yes. And since I'm saying many, it's going to vote for every Masternode controlled by this wallet, which in my case is Masternode 1 and Masternode 2. And I don't have to add another argument for that. Hit enter. And then it gives me the result, voted successfully 2 times, failed 0 times, and it says, here's how your masternodes voted. Typically, you're going to use the vote many function if you have more than one, and you can actually use the vote many function with just one masternode, and it'll just vote for the one masternode you have, which will be the case for a lot of people. Now, some people may say, this is just a little bit too hard. Is there an easier way to do it? And yes, there is. If you go to pool.biblepay.org, which I would hope that you are familiar with, go to Governance, go to the Proposal List, and this shows all the current proposals that are out there. And I'm trying to remember what the last one I did was. I think it was the unquestionably horrible proposal I've not voted for. So I'm going to left-click on View Proposal, and that will open up a new window or tab, depending on how your settings are set. And this is a proposal for, I have the dumbest idea ever, but it would like to receive 1,000 Bible Pay for it. Let's branch Bible Pay into a version for non-believers and launch it on April Fool's Day. Thanks. The budget source, PR budget, amount 1,000. And this is intended to test a function of, if we go back to pool.biblepay.org, wanted to test the red line function down here that shows what's not getting paid. So the easier way, instead of having to remember to type all that go object list and go object vote many, etc., you can right-click on the View Proposal, and you can either copy the proposal ID, which is handy if you go, hey, I know this one I'm going to vote against. Personally, I have to actually highlight and copy these. I'm not sure if my settings are a little too restrictive or what. You may find it automatically copies to your clipboard. I'm not sure. So I could copy and paste that. I can go back to my Bible Pay Tools window, and then I can go object, vote alias, copy and paste the ID of the proposal. It's a funding proposal, and I'll vote no with Masternode 2. And there we have it. And now you might be able to see the count is 1, 10, and 0. And if I refresh this list, I'm going to have to go back to Governance, the proposal list. Now the vote is 1, 11, 0. Just for fun, I'm going to redo that command, but I'm going to vote to abstain with Masternode 1. It's one of your options. You can abstain, you can vote yes, or you can vote no. And so I've successfully voted there. And if we refresh this page, you'll see now that the unquestionably horrible proposal now has 1 abstention. So that's the 2 ways to do it. You can use the command line. You can go object, list, and it'll show all the current proposals. You can copy and paste a lot, or you can come to the pool at pool.biblepay.org, go to Governance, go to Proposal List, and it will show you everything that is out there. It won't show you what you've personally voted for at this point, so you'll kind of have to remember and ideally do them in order. But I highly encourage you as a Masternode owner to do this, because at the end of the day, we're only going to be as strong as our governance is. And if you don't vote, a lot of things can get slipped through the cracks, and we don't want that to happen. So please vote soon, and vote for everything you possibly can. I thank you for watching this video. Hope you've learned something. If you have any suggestions, feel free to hit me up on bitcointalk.org or on the forum, and I appreciate your patience.